Friends, welcome to Our Story is One. I am Sima Ghodrati, your coach for life. Thank you for being here with me. And I'm hoping that you're enjoying this journey as much as I do. As for those of you who just joined us, we usually start with some slides. I'm going to share the slides with everyone. Today is the episode 4. Excuse me. Today we're going to talk about if society shaped my role, when did I begin performing? And who was I before the programming began? So we're going to go to the next slide, friends. I usually, friends, share some of the teachings and writings of Baha'u'llah. He's the founder of Baha'i Faith. And the reason I do this because I found his teachings align very much with science. And everything that he has spoken, it easily can be put to practice. And science supports it 100%. So let's look at these writings. He says, the world is but a show, vain and empty, a mere nothing, bearing the semblance of reality. Set not your affections upon it. So when the child comes to this world, the world of illusion, and because Baha'u'llah points out to us that as a show, so what is actually the show? So when it's a actor wants to play a movie, they usually have a specific character that they have to play, and this character in a different movie changes, right? But every time they're done with their movie, they go back to their truly are, who they are in their real lives, right? But the act that they do is temporary, changing, material, empty, driven by desire, and it's a passing show. So now we're going to take a look at this as a real life. So when the child is born, the child comes, it's a beautiful, as we spoke in the other videos before, we talked about that how children are the most precious treasure that the community can possess, right? So if this child is a precious treasure, this treasure is not the body, it's not the relationship she or he has with others, is that true self that comes in this world. And but as she grows, she develops different roles in this world. So she becomes a son or a daughter, she becomes a sister or a brother, a grandchild or niece or nephew, a cousin of somebody or a neighbor to someone, right? But these things are the roles that keeps adding to the life of this child, external life, or that illusion that we're just talking about, right? So the next, as she grows older, so this roles does not stop. It's constantly changing and adding. And so as she grows older, she can participate in the social and the community roles, or legal or political roles, or a culture or collective roles. She becomes a co-worker, she becomes a boss, a teacher. But at every stage as she grows older, and if she does not remember and return back to who she is, this illusion world, all the roles, becomes her true character. She only believes that she's just a mother, or she's only a co-worker, or she's the boss, or she's a teacher, and everything becomes so serious. And they become so serious, it takes a lot of energy, because now she has to find her identity in something that which is not real, is not true. So how do we go back? How do we find ourselves? Just let's go to take a look at the next picture. So if we learn to survive by leaving our authentic home, what must we now unlearn, remember, and courageously face to return to the truth of who we have always been? So the word courageous here is very, it just makes me think, because we need that power of will. Power of will, it belongs to the mind. And it's just for the mind to start thinking and analyzing and looking at the world and seeing if this is real. Is the war real? Is the happiness that you see on the right side is real? Is this burning and war and demolishing, destroying everything is real? Or is building and creating? What is actually real? If the world that we see and would witness constantly changing, how can I find my true self? When that power of will start the direction towards the heart, and it starts questioning about who we truly are, we can start finding the way to the heart. So these questions, Abdul Baha, the son of Baha'u'llah, said that when one is released from the prison of self, that is indeed freedom, for self is the greater prison. So remember, if we are in the show and constantly acting and not connecting to our true heart, not using the power of will to find the true self, we're stuck in that prison of self. We're stuck that we're thinking the character that this show gives us, the society is telling me, that becomes real. And when that becomes real, unfortunately, the life turns to a prison. But how do we actually find ourselves? How do we use the power of will? Friends, in this world, if we want to do that, if we want to find our true self, one of the things that it really helps is constantly reflecting on either the words of God, if you're Christian, if you're Baha'i, if you're Jewish, whatever the religion is you're practicing. Its most important thing is to reflect upon the words of God, to constantly thinking about the words every morning and at night, reflect, and helps us to understand if I'm in this world as a woman, is that my truth? Or man and woman are the wings of the bird, and the bird cannot fly with one wings. These are the words of Baha'u'llah. If I am a teacher, am I just a teacher, or am I actually an educator? We know today the mothers are the first educator in a society. So if I am a mother, I'll become the teacher of all the children within the community. My love will expand to everyone, all the children, and help them to understand who they are, that treasure of the community that they are. I will try to look for the gems. If I'm a boss, if I'm a leader, that leadership becomes the light, because I see things with my own eyes, not through the eyes of others. These are again words of Baha'u'llah. I will gain the knowledge by finding the innate knowledge within me. So in order for all of us to be able to connect to our true self, I'm going to do a short meditation. I want everyone to close their eyes and just take a deep breath to your nose, out your breath. Very good. Do that one more time. And out again. Just think about that nobility within your heart. You were created noble. You were made of the clay of love. You have the essence of knowledge. That's who we are. Everything else is just a passing cloud. You can witness it, you can look at it, and just let it go. Let it pass by you. Friends, Baha'u'llah says, build ye for yourself such houses as the rain and floods can never destroy, which shall protect you from the changes and chances of this life. That beautiful fortress is your heart. Connect to your heart, connect to your true self, and you will see that the world is not but a show. Thank you for being here with me. I am Sima Ghodrati, your coach for life, and I cannot wait to see you again.